Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be discussing item 3 of effective Java, which is use private constructor or enum type to enforce the singleton property of the class. So first of all, what is singleton class and what is singleton property of the class? Singleton property of the class is singleton classes are the classes who can be instantiated only once. So let's say if I take an example of this animal class, currently it's not singleton, so I can create as many instances as I want of this class, right? Right. I can create animal equal to new animal. The similar fashion, I can have multiple instances of this. So you want to restrict this. So there are basically two ways of getting instance of a class, which are constructor and static factory method, right? Constructor and static factory method. So constructor is basically these only. So let's say I'm taking these two fields and I'm having this constructor. Okay, now I want to restrict another class to make an instance of this class. So I want them to not to allow, like I don't want them to allow this. Okay, so for that, what I can do is I can make this public constructor private. So this won't be accessible to this one. So let's comment this out for now. But now if someone wants the instance of these, so at least one instance should be there, right? To enforce the singleton property, there should be only one instance of that. But using this, we can't create any instance outside the class. So what we can do is we can have a public static animal instance inside the class itself. So I can have something like dog here. This will be calling the locally accessible animal constructor that will have the dog and false, and I can directly access animal animal equal to animal dot dog, and I can access all these properties also. Animal dot if I add the getters for that, as these values are private, we'll have to add getters. So if I add getters, I'll be able to get the fields also. Getter name and is bytes. Okay. So another way of creating, so currently we are accessing the variable directly, right? So another way of this is having a method to return that static factory, having a method to return that static variable. If you can recall, this method can also be called static factory method. So these method itself can be called static factory method because this method is a static method and it returns an instance of the class itself. So I can have animal instance using animal dot get dog. Now a question may arise to you that what is the difference between directly accessing this variable and having a static factory method for this. So this is more of a design perspective that let's say right now we want this class to be um, a singleton class, but in future you want to allow multiple instances of this class also. So if you use variable, then you'll have to make this constructor private, and there'll be two changes in your class, right? But if you had used static factory method, then you can directly add another method, another static method, or another constructor to get the instance directly. So in that case, your existing implementation won't be affected. So that's why, like structural wise, this static factory method is preferred over having a static variable for singleton property. Issue in singleton property when the class is serializable. So let's say this class is serializable. So first of all, what is serializable class? So serializable class are the classes who can be converted into byte stream. Now, what is byte stream and where it can be used? So like just the byte value of this class is called the byte stream. So let's say if I have something called name and bytes, and if I want to write these object in a JSON format, then it will be something like name is dog and bytes value is false. Okay, this is the JSON format. So just like similar way we can have byte format also. So that is called the byte stream of the animal instance. Okay, now where can the byte stream be used for an object? So we can say, so let's say if you want to write this object in a text file, so in that scenario, first of all, this animal object will be converted to a byte stream, and that byte stream will be written into a text file. So I have that snippet ready with me. If I do get dog, what is dog? Dog is dog and false. Okay. Now I want to write this animal instance in item3.text file. Now if I run this, currently I'm in this directory. So item3.text is here, right? If I open this, so this is the byte stream of this particular instance whose um, whose name variable's value is dog and bytes variable value is false. So that is the byte stream for that. Now the issue is whenever I want to retrieve this animal instance from this text file, then a new instance will be created instead of returning this static instance. So for that, in this scenario, if you want to ensure the singleton property, then what you can do is you'll have to do is you'll have to override a public method which is public um, animal read resolve, and you have to return the static one, that the static variable that you have created. So the serialization will be calling animals read resolve to get the instance from this text file. So at that time, this dog will be returned. So you will be having only one instance. And another simpler way is if you don't want to use this private constructor and static factory method, then the most simpler way is to use an enum. So let's say if I create a new class named animal enum, if I make it enum, and if I have dog, okay, I'll have those two variables here also, private string name and boolean. I'll add a constructor for that, and I'll also add getters for that. Okay, now here I'll have to pass the dog and false. Now I can directly access that animal enum. See, here you don't have to here also, if I do animal enum dot get name or is bytes is already there. And here you don't have to worry about those read resolve and static factory methods and private constructs and all. So this will be by default singleton only. Yeah, so in practical scenario, having enum is preferable than having a class with private constructor and static factory method and all. Okay, so that's it for this item, guys. We'll see you in the next one.